Today's lecture is on organic compounds. So please set up your Cornell notes and set it up with the title Organic Compounds. Right over here. When you've done that, press play. So, all living things are made of cells. We know this. And we know that cells are made of organelles. And then we know that they're made of molecules. So we've talked about one important molecule, water, which 60 to 70% of the body is made out of. We haven't talked about the other 30 to 40%. Most living things, you look at them, are going to have a certain type of molecule in them. We call this molecule, these types of compounds, organic compounds. That's where we get this word, organic. So when your mom buys you organic food at the grocery store, you see a news article about how organic foods are healthier. That's not really the scientific definition. The scientific definition is something that's organic is a molecule which contains at least one carbon and one hydrogen. Okay? They need to have both, not one or the other, both. So CO2 is not organic. I want you to think about why. Pause it if you want to take this down, if you want to think about it. It is not organic because there's no hydrogen. CH4, on the other hand, is organic. And that's because, if we look over here, it has carbon and it has hydrogen. This is actually something called methane. And this is something which is very flammable and actually something that cows fart and burp, which is really bad for the environment. Just a little piece of information. So let's practice. So identify the following as inorganic or organic, provide a reason why for each. Do this in your notebook. Pause the video and do this in the notebook. So hopefully now you've paused your video and you've done it. Okay, let's go through and try to figure out why. Is this organic? No, not organic. And I'm going to check your reasons why later. You can go back to the last slide to figure it out. This one is organic. See? Super complicated, but it's organic. And H2O, not organic. Now, all organic molecules, some of them are really, really big, and some of them are small. So, if you have to look at these two words, monomer and polymer, what would you think they were? Let's look at the prefix. Let's highlight the prefix. This mono, poly. Mono means one, and poly means many. Kind of like if I talk like this, I have a monotone voice. Okay? Monotone means one tone. Poly is like a polygon. It has many sides. Okay? So it has something to do with those prefixes. Monomer means one unit. Okay? It's like a piece, Okay? Polymer means many units. And a polymer is made up of monomer. So, if you attach monomer to a monomer to another monomer, you get this whole unit. It's called a polymer. Okay? Let's talk about examples. So here we see a train in this one. Okay? A train, the train would be the monomer or the polymer. Is it made of many units or is it a single unit? It has many units. So it's the polymer. And each car on the train, each of these little things over here that make up the train, each one of those is a monomer. Now let's go over here to this necklace. Okay? The necklace would be the polymer, and each pearl or bead on the necklace would be a monomer. Right? And all organic molecules, if you look at them, you can either break them down, or you can put them together kind of like beads on a necklace to make something bigger. Okay? If we go over here, I want you in your notebook to give an example of a monomer here from the table. Okay, so we'll do this here. So, I already gave you examples for this one with the train and the necklace. So I want you to come up with your own. So here, 4 major types of organic compounds found in cells. These are the 4 most important. We've started learning about one of these. We have lipids, carbohydrates, proteins, and nucleic acids. So stop for a second, pause the video, and maybe write down a few things you know about each one of these. Just a few things. Now this is the most important part. I want you to make a table, or you can just make a list like this. But we're going to put around 1 or 2 words in each of these boxes. So each of these boxes will have 1 or 2 words. We're going to fill it out eventually. Okay? If you're, don't spend too much time. Maybe with Contoy, I can always give you a chart like this. So just copy this down. First polymer, we go back. We have all of these. All of these are polymers. So we're going to write them up in that polymer complex. We have lipids. Okay? We have carbohydrates. We have proteins. And we have nucleic acids. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be learning in detail about each one of these groups. Right now, we're learning about lipids. So let's just do the monomer for lipids. And there's 2 monomers. They're either, the first one is fatty acids, okay? Or they're made up of steroids. And we will fill out these rest of the boxes. Remember to write your Q column and to do your summary.